Hey everybody, it's Amber here at the B.E.Channel. I know it's been a couple of weeks since you heard from me, but it's been a rough roller coaster of a time I've been having in my life. My father's been sick for a long time, and just dealing with my own battle with weight loss. I feel like I'm like gaining and losing the same 5 pounds and things of that nature. And just a lot of just trying to learn how to relate to people in a better way. But anyway, I hope everybody's been having a great month so far. I know this global warming weather we've been getting in the Northeast is kind of interesting. Like today it's 70 degrees in February. This is like supposed to be the coldest month of the year, and I know that's hope everybody's doing well and not coming down with any illnesses, and you're taking care of yourselves and doing the things you need to do holistically to be healthy, and mind, body, spirit, heart, and just taking care of yourselves, because it's really like getting crazy out here with the flu going on and all that. So hope everybody's taking care of themselves, because it can be a struggle. I can tell you from experience, it can be a struggle. And I have learned that there is a lot of trial and error. Even I'm approaching 8 months of keeping this weight off, for the most part, give or take 5 pounds. And so I have to say that that in itself is an accomplishment that I don't give myself enough credit for. And I learned in my devotional today that we need to be more gentle with ourselves. And when we're gentle with ourselves, we're less likely to succumb to medicating and soothing our wounds with food. So that's another thing I'm learning, is that I can't turn to food, and I can't prevent the relapse. I don't have to give into the sin of gluttony. So just because something's going wrong doesn't give me an excuse to overeat. And definitely still trying to get rid of some of the clothes, so I don't do this hybrid dressing anymore. Have things that fit and have things that don't. So it's like just a lot of things, trying to psychologically get rid of that, move that out of my life, move that out of my head. The possibility of even going backwards, I need to only move forward. And forgetting what lies behind and straining forward to what lies ahead, like it says in Philippians 3:12-14. So just trying to find balance, and get more closely acquainted with God and who He says that I am in His Word, in His truth, and His promises, and just realign myself with the truth that is in His Word, and fill myself with that truth. And that's why this week, the last couple of weeks, I've been studying one Old Testament verse and one New Testament verse to get perspective. So some old truth and some new truth is getting into my head every week. And the past couple weeks I've been listening to the Bible Experience every morning and listening to something different. But I decided that it probably would make more sense if I'm studying one Old Testament, one New Testament verse, to listen to those chapters in their entirety, so I can understand the context of that one verse that I'm studying. So yes, I'm just trying to simplify my life a little bit, but just like grow, like in a real way, in a huge way. And it's just, I don't know, it's just been kind of rough, you guys. Like, it really has been rough. Like, trying to make sure I have the energy to exercise, but everything is all connected. Like, cause see, if I'm struggling with my sleep, getting like this, cause I recently got this Fitbit as a gift from my baby. Anyway, he got me a Fitbit, so I've been trying to use this to like track everything. And basically it says I only been getting like 5.5 hours of sleep. So of course, if you're getting 5.5, and you really should get 7 to 9 hours of sleep based on, national recommendations, from experts in the field and such. That's what they recommend. And you're only getting 5.5. How are you going to have energy to do anything? And that's why, like, I start feeling like I have a lack of attention span. Like, I can't do those 20, 30-minute sessions. I have to break it down into bite-sized chunks, like do 5 or 10 or 15 minutes or something, as opposed to doing, like, long exercise sessions. And like, I've gotten away from strength training as much as I should, but I feel like the yoga, as far as when there's a lot of planks involved and a lot of downward dogs and things of that nature, and where you're working on balance and you're working on your arm strength and things of that nature, I feel like I've improved by leaps and bounds with my yoga in terms of my ability to do hip workouts and challenge myself in certain ways I couldn't even move before without huffing and puffing. And now I'm at the point where I'm walking like 5 miles a day on a good day, maybe even 7 miles a day, and I'm still drinking 3 liters of water. I'm doing apple cider vinegar, which also can adversely affect your teeth. So you need to make sure you drink through a straw, and don't brush. Give yourself an hour after you drink that to brush your teeth in the morning, and at least. And if you're doing that, I don't know if you are or not, but that's one of the things that I feel like has helped me tremendously, is doing apple cider vinegar every day. But definitely gotta watch out for your teeth health as well. But I digress. I feel like, the sleep. If I get that sleep, it's like you get the sleep right, and then your diet will be better, and your exercise will be better, and your energy will be better. But when you don't have one right, it messes up everything else. So by me having a lack of sleep, that's messing with my appetite control, which is messing with my energy, because I'm making poor choices in terms of like too much sugar or too much salt. But it's also due to certain times of the month you crave certain things more. But it's just so many different factors in this thing, in this weight loss thing, in this maintenance thing, in this health thing. Like, I feel like now I'm at the point where I need to cut back on my sugar. So maybe instead of a tablespoon of brown sugar, which is still better than white sugar, but still bad in itself because it's still sugar, I'm thinking that maybe I'm trying 2 teaspoons of brown sugar and 1 teaspoon of cinnamon and seeing how that works. And I feel like I'm going through a little teensy weensy bit of withdrawal, even from that one cut back, 1 teaspoon less of brown sugar. So I was like, maybe, all right, after a couple of days, I'll just end up doing 1 teaspoon of brown sugar and make the rest cinnamon. Or I have to figure out something, because I know cinnamon is good for your blood sugar. When you put cinnamon on something, it's anti-diabetic. It helps lower your blood sugar. And the same thing with the apple cider vinegar. It helps regulate your blood sugar as well. So that's what I'm trying to work on. Don't eat too much fruits, because fruit in of itself is too much sugar, as well as watch the sugar that's in your Greek yogurt and things like that too, like evaporated cane sugar, fructose, any sugar is too much. There's sugar in a lot of the things that we eat, and sometimes we don't even realize it. So we have to realize that everything has to be in moderation. And I realize that when I recognize that when I eat less sugar and I stay away from sugar less, I don't feel as thirsty. I'm not having to run back and forth to the bathroom as much. I am not having as many cravings for food when I do what I'm supposed to do in terms of the sugar intake. So, like, cut out the salty and the sugary snacks as much and go for more healthy options like raw fruit, raw vegetables like baby carrots, and just, it really is a struggle, y'all, for balance. Don't think it's easy at all. There's no gimmicks. There's no quick fix. It's just a bunch of trial and error day after day. You have to be persistent. You have to stay in the fight, which is the only way that will guarantee that you win the fight. You cannot have a quitter's spirit. You can't. This is not for the faint of heart. So don't go into this weight loss thing thinking like, oh, I can do this, and it's like, it's so easy. No, be realistic and say, you know what? This is hard, but I'm worth it. My life is worth it. My quality of life is worth it. I want a better quality of life. So the one thing that I've learned that really is interesting is that sometimes you want to control things, but really the real control comes from being able to forfeit and letting go. So for me, I'm learning that maybe I have to cut back on the sugar. Maybe I can't always have what I want. But you know what I do? I will have in exchange for that, letting go, sort of, so to speak. I will have better health. Mentally, I'll be more clear, and spiritually and emotionally things will be more balanced as well, because I realized that when I have increased levels of sugar in my system, I am groggy, I am not feeling emotionally stable, I am feeling not my best at all. I'm feeling really fatigued and irritable and sluggish and just not feeling my best at all. And you feel thirsty all the time. It's just not a good feeling. So guys, there are 4 steps before you get to red flags in terms of relapse. And yes, I do say relapse because food is an addiction. It is a real addiction, y'all. And I learned this in my devotional the other day. The 4 steps are that you become complacent. So you kind of let yourself go. You let things go. You get a little lax. Then you get confused. Then you compromise with yourself. And then there's catastrophe. So before you get there, be cognizant of your habits and your patterns and things that are going on that you're doing wrong that you know are contrary to the goals that you're setting for yourself. Be conscious. Be sober, y'all. I'm not talking about not drinking. I'm saying being sober, being alert in your mind to what's going on. Because it's real. Like, it really is real, y'all. And you have to do the work. You have to really exercise that fruit of the spirit called self-control. And really be disciplined. And really beat your body into submission, like it says in 1 Corinthians 9:26-27. You really have to keep on disciplining your body. This is not a one-time thing, y'all. This is for life. And the quality of your life really depends on your ability to have control over yourself, to discipline yourself. Like, whether you're getting enough sleep at night, are you saving money, are you eating right, are you exercising, who are you spending your time with? All of these things will determine the outcome of your life. So that's what I'm basically learning, is that control is so important, but also letting go is important too, because you realize that it's only so much you can control, and you just have to realize that you have to focus on what's more important. That you have to realize what's important. Is having that cheesecake more important than living another 20 years, or what? Like, or that you can have something. That's the real self-control to me sometimes. Knowing that you can have it, but you don't. You can do something, but you don't have to. Like it says in 1 Corinthians 10:23. Everything is permissible, but is it beneficial? Everything, is lawful, but is it helpful? So, like, for me, that's what I have to learn, basically. Like, I will definitely do that piecemeal method, and I think I have been compromising a lot. But it's like up and down side to everything, y'all. So you just have to find your balance and find what works for you. Because for me, I find that I can't just totally not have anything that I want, because then I end up craving it more. So you have to find out what works for you. That is the biggest takeaway. Find what your level of control. Find what works for you, and harness that and hold on to it and persevere, and don't give up, because you are worth it. You matter. God did not give you this life for you to still kill and destroy because of the enemy's tactics. He wanted you to have life abundantly, life to the full, till it overflows, a rich and satisfying life. In John 10:10, it says that. That's what the enemy comes to do, to still kill and destroy. So you have to learn that we're fighting spiritual battle. We're fighting a mental battle, an emotional battle, because so many things have happened that we're using food as our weapon. Food is our medicine. Instead of turning to God, instead of turning to all those outlets and resources out there that are available to help us, if we just do the research and do the work that we need to do to fight this battle. There are tools available, we're just not using them. So let's just remember to use what's available to us and fight this battle. Let's keep on getting back in the ring, y'all. Time after time, let's just keep getting back up. You might get knocked down, but you're not destroyed. You might get crushed. You might get, perplexed. You might get persecuted, but you're not abandoned. You're not struck down completely. You're not out of the game completely. As long as there's still breath in your body, you can still do this. You can still win. You can still come back. You can still conquer. You can still overcome. So remember what it says in 2 Corinthians 4 about that. Things happen, but you're not destroyed by them. They can only build character, make you stronger, give you more endurance. Like it says in James 1:2-4, our trials provide character, build character and endurance. In Romans 5:3-5, we should rejoice in our trials because they build character and endurance. So let's remember that, you guys, each and every day, that trials make us stronger. Brokenness does not disqualify us for being used by God. God can still use you. He can use you even more so because of everything that you've been through. His power is made perfect in your weakness, 2 Corinthians 12:9. So just remember that. Stop rejecting what God is trying to bless. That's what I learned from Sarah Jakes this week. She's really a influential speaker. T.D. Jakes' daughter. She's really great. So, just really find some people that you can really latch onto and get some good truth from. And are really grounded in sound doctrine, like the Transformation Church and Joyce Meyer and people like that. Just find somebody you can listen to that's inspirational, that will lift you up when you're in your darkest moments. Don't turn to food. Don't turn to alcohol. Don't turn to drugs. Don't turn to anything but God. I'm telling you. Just follow after people that know God and know His heart, and they have the light of God in them. And it will make a world of difference in your life and in how you go through your struggles and how you grow through your struggles. And you'll get through things and you'll grow and you'll learn from it and you'll be better because of it. So don't lay down and give up, guys. Come on. There's better ahead. Like it says in my verse from last week, Job 8:7. In the past, things went well with you, but in the days to come, things will get even better. So remember that you have not seen your best days yet. God bless you all. I thank you for watching and supporting me and sticking by me. And I pray you'll tell somebody else, tell a family member, tell a friend, tell anybody who would listen. Follow me on Anchor at B.E.Channel. Follow me on Twitter at B.E.Channel27. You can look on my blog and see me on there, B.E.Channel 28 at blogspot.com. You can also just look out for me on here as well with more encouraging content on YouTube. And just thank you so much for watching. I hope this is blessing and edifying and encouraging you, and I hope that you can use this to bless, edify, and encourage someone else. And thank you so much for watching, you guys. I love you all. And please provide any feedback and comments below, and subscribe if you haven't done so thus far. And just let me know what you guys want to hear about as well, because I'm telling you that I really would appreciate your feedback, and let me know what you think about these videos. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a great week. I hope to hear from you guys soon. Peace and blessings. Bye-bye.